Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. So let's talk about these sleazy debt collectors out there. When and how often can a debt collector call me on the phone? There are laws to prohibit debt collectors from placing repeated or continuous telephone calls to annoy, abuse, or harass you or others who share your phone number. They're also prohibited from communicating with you at times or places that are inconvenient for you. The law, this is your protection. When can a debt collector call me? Generally, debt collectors can't call you at an unusual time or place, or at a time or place they know is inconvenient to you. They are generally prohibited from contacting you before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. The law also requires debt collectors to follow instructions you give them about when and where you don't want to be contacted. You set the rules here. If you don't want to receive calls from a debt collector at a particular time or place, such as on the weekends or at work, you should tell the debt collector. If they're aware you don't want or are not allowed to receive personal calls at work, they're not allowed to contact you there. You have a right to ask a debt collector to stop contacting you. How often can debt collectors call me? The Fair Debt Collection Practice Act prohibits debt collectors from placing repeated or continuous telephone calls to you or having telephone conversations with you with the intent to annoy, abuse, or harass you. Placing a telephone call includes telephone calls that the debt collector makes and that go into voicemail. In addition, the debt collection rule creates certain presumptions to help determine whether debt collectors have violated this law. The debt collector is presumed to violate the law if they place a call to you about a particular debt more than 7 times within a 7-day period or within 7 days after engaging in a phone conversation with you about the particular debt. Factors such as the frequency and pattern of phone calls and voicemails may also be used to assess whether a debt collector complied with or violated the law. For example, if the debt collector placed 7 calls to you about a debt within a 7-day period, but all 7 calls were made on the same day, they could be violating the law. There may be some exception to this, including if you gave them consent to call more frequently. The limits generally apply per debt, but in the case of student loan debt, depending on the facts, multiple debts could be counted together as one particular debt. So the limits would apply to those debts as a group. Keep in mind that these presumptions only apply to telephone calls placed by the debt collector to you and don't apply to any other forms of communication, including text messages, emails, in-person interactions, or social media messages. Wow. For more information about repeated or continuous telephone calls or telephone conversations, review the Debt Collectors Rule FAQs, Debt Collector Small Entity Compliance Guide, and worst case scenario, file a complaint, talk to your state attorney, or learn more about debt collectors and other related topics. Additional resources down here. Bottom line, take care of your debt. Try to avoid this situation. Sometimes it happens. Do the best you can. Try to stay professional, but on the other hand, be firm. You set the rules, you set the guidelines. Give me some feedback, comment. Let me know. Let me know the annoyances. Have you filed a complaint against the debt collector? Have you given up? Are you just using a throwaway phone? Let me know your experiences. Brad Williams, Frugal Finance. Thanks for watching. Hope that helped. See you soon.